This is MEZA Grand Duchess RASMASKONEN, also known as Ryan Tomlinson. Happy Friday prayer. I call it Fantastic Friday, or Friday for Friars, Saturday for Saints, Sunday for all others who were saved. And I do that, I always talk about the ritual of doing everything, the ritual of being you, the ritual of being humanity. I thought about that last week, and also how sometimes things just don't things occur in a ritualistic way, but it doesn't occur the way you want it sometimes, and you have to really be peculiar about that. You may be discarded. You may be finished with by and of something or some other person, but you can never be finished with yourself. Your dream, your hopes, your ism, selfism, humanism, truism, truthism, realism should always keep rising. For instance, I'm going to tell you, I'm not into psychics and witchcraft and those things, but I've always had a gift as a child for some of these people with these special talents. In the goodness of their talent is the defeat of humanity, not better than themselves. So they almost come in a way of, how can I control, or how can I gain control, or what can I decide? Not realizing that sometimes with inhumanity and evil, that the outer goodness of the earth, or the outer goodness of whatever you believe, it gives them a false shadow so that they live in it. A certain, people will say, hardness. So as good as they are, and as functional as you think that they are really functioning is the sickened, inhumane state. We see this all the time. You see it in all the great people who suffered at lengths at the hand of the just people. We talk about Nelson Mandela and how everybody reveres him, but most of these world leaders, they were there when he was in jail. What is the efficacy? Like Jesus, who believed him? Why is he worshipped now? And where was that group of people that persecuted him? Who were they? Witchcrafters, psychics, priests, politicians, and all those other people that we elect and vote, and people that we go and say, let me go read sister whatever. Oh, I see a world of strife for this one. She never see goodness. A good person. I see tragedy, but it's their own tragedy. But what does glory seek? Any good person, as Martin Luther King, and I want you to make true observance of it. Any good person that come upon injustice, they never see tragedy. They never see strife. They never see anything. Those things are all made of guilt and insecurity and criminal insanity. White-collar crimes that we can't even see. But what do they always see? Martin Luther King, Mahatma Gandhi, Nelson Mandela, not Mother Teresa, she was never in jail, Jesus, Muhammad, and so forth. They always saw the light. The light always comes through and function in a glory. So no matter what persecution, and the British, we know that they are so good at persecuting people. They're part of the reason why Nelson Mandela was in jail for so long. They always see the light. The Catholic Church, you know, they always stand by and watch everything and continue to pray. But darling, what is prayer without action? Is that the kind of living you want? That the kind of, life you just want to tolerate? As long as you are praying and happy, you don't care what's happening as a leader of a free church, a free flock. But let me go back to my point. You know this, they always see the light. They always stand up for it. They suffer unto the light for it, because the glory is the satisfaction of the fulfillment of their life. Whether or not it's accepted from the clubs they were barred to, from how they were ruined, whatever is taken away, it is always reinforced. Nobody can relinquish that power. If they cannot requite it, they cannot relinquish it. They never stored it. They cannot board it. I've seen my own personal case, and I ridicule them in the army and at Walter Reed all day, every day. And I don't care if they don't help me, because the greatest injustice is their ethics, and then it adds to their behavior and their integrity. And I am not a party to that, and neither do I identify with it, and neither could I stand up with it anymore or defend it to any degree. So the theme, you have ever heard people, you have ever heard, there are a couple of things. If you believe whatever you want to believe in, there are things, the world lives in a dimension. Peter walked on water. Why did he sink to the bottom? Because he never believed. I wrote something last night, and I want to share it with you. But I won't share the occurrence with you, but I will share the quote with you. And sometimes it's not what you want. It's not what you want to be or to become, but it's what enfolds you and glorifies you and empowers you and reaffirms you in your conviction of life. And I have come to that point, whether people want to say whatever they want to say or not say, it doesn't faze me. I listen for the critic, and I accept it, and I run it through my mind, but I still live in the confidence of my decision. Kindness, I said, takes love, glorious of all, and goodness takes hope for human to be just fair at fall. Kindness takes love, glorious of all, and goodness takes hope for human to be just fair at fall. And what does that mean? Kindness takes love, glorious of all. Gloriousness of our kindness. And goodness is just for us to be fair to each other, just to each other. And then I wrote another one, easier glory of judgment. It's easier to say the glory of judgment is to be destroyed by war, or justice in wisdom's understanding, which should stand. That's not quite clear, but what I'm trying to say is it easier to say glory destroys us at war, or in the justice of wisdom and understanding. Have a good evening.